At the Odyssey School in Denver, one of the top 10 schools for student growth in Colorado, assessment is ongoing and integrated into every aspect of the curriculum.
All right, so I want to take a little time to frame your conversation today.
Here, these 7th and 8th grade students demonstrate what they've learned about ancient civilizations in Western Africa by taking part in a fishbowl discussion.
Each person had a character, and we had to interact with each other in a similar way as merchants would have had to back then.
I'm completely fine with paying taxes to be able to have protection.
Because of the location of the empire, we are in the perfect place to let people trade with each other.
A fishbowl is a way for kids to be able to hear other perspectives, to use information that they'd already synthesized.
To have us defend perspectives that weren't ours was very valuable to us.
The discussion helped me to see where kids might still have a little bit of a misperception. Are they generalizing from that, or are they kind of seeing how complex things are?
But the important part is this. Why is this good evidence?
What expeditionary learning is trying to do is get all kids to a place. We call those learning targets. Name the place we want kids to get, the understanding we want them to have, the actual content knowledge we want them to have. And then as a teacher, my job is to scaffold really carefully a learning experience so that I can get all kids there.
Students at expeditionary learning schools are also taught to become leaders and responsible citizens.
When a student leaves Odyssey, they are students that can achieve as readers, writers, and thinkers, but they're also socially aware. They understand what it means to be a citizen and engaged in hard conversations, and that's what expeditionary learning helps foster.
Even though the Przemska has had its history of pollution, the water now is much cleaner. All the extra pulp from the paper mills.
Here, King students present their findings on the Przemska River to a panel of community and environmental leaders.
Every learning expedition winds up with a final product that is presented to an audience that goes beyond the classroom.
People have lots of great goals for the Przemska River. These goals can be achieved.
When they're producing something real and somebody real is waiting for that product, they take a lot more pride.
I think that I'm making a big impact helping people and helping the environment. So that makes me feel really good.
So we got some really exciting news this week about our Daniel Scholarship finalists. The first person I'd like to recognize is Angel Carbajal.
Angel won a prestigious 4-year full tuition scholarship to the University of Denver.
In my family, nobody else finished high school, so that was one of my main goals, do something better with my life and do it for my family, because they never could.
Could I have Bianca Sanchez come on down?
Bianca not only stayed in school, she excelled, gaining admission to the University of Colorado at Boulder.
Bianca wasn't the least bit convinced that she was going to make it through high school or go to college. We got a lot of 9th and 10th grade boys and girls who believe there's nothing better in store for them than dropping out of high school. And for them to be able to see a young woman like Bianca and say, I could do that, I could be that, that radically changes their understanding of what's possible.
In fact, all 44 seniors in Mesa's first graduating class not only made it through, they were all accepted into 4-year colleges.
The only reason I'm graduating or even getting accepted to college is because they pushed me.
First, I want to thank my mom for bringing me to this country and sacrificing so much for me. I want to thank Fabian for taking me in as his own son.
For us, there is no choice but to succeed, because the option of them not having a real chance to get to college, that's not an option we're willing to entertain.
Hey Michael, I see you back there. Do you see me up here? If you follow my footsteps, you will be here in 2 years.
Biggest success for me is looking at them and saying, okay, you didn't have it in the beginning. You killed yourself to get it done. You rose to the opportunity and really got it done in a phenomenal way. This is an allegory for what you can do in every facet of your life.
Looked back at 9th grade. This isn't really anything to be proud of. So I wanted to leave myself something to be proud of, my mom something to be proud of, and my kids to tell them that, hey, everything's possible.